We are here. It is time. It is turn 19. We've got 58 gold in the bank and 3 income. So I think we're doing pretty good.
No upkeep.
Like that's where we shine. We have absolutely no upkeep. We've still got these two wars that are hot. We've got Tartary warring with Ermor in the south, Ulm in the west, Man in the north. We've got a stack here approaching. We've got a stack here approaching Tartar land. Looks like a lot of mercenaries. Alma's really been on top of the mercenaries this game. They're ahead in provinces and also have a lot of forts, so that's to be expected. Not a ton of Almish forces moving in this direction.
Yeah, unless that Merc Ball is hiding about 10 mages, I'm not too scared of it if I were Tartary.
Yeah, I mean, Alma's been. Yeah, we've got Ernest Glamorius Akai Berry, the Master Smith, leading this army. Um,
Because it would be spooky to have 10 mages in there, but uh, a bunch of mercs running forward into longbows and then into lances is probably going to end pretty
yeah.
badly for all.
So let's take a look. There are basically two battles that happened on this front. So let's take a look at this one first. So the first battle was Alma
Let's watch that
attacking
one.
Tartars. So let's take a look at this one. Got a few mages here. Some flail guys. I think we can agree these are the best. These are the best troops.
Mhm.
Flails, 2 attacks, 12 at damage. Who cares about defense when you have 22 protection? Obviously the best
Right.
Alton troops. Versus the Horse Lords of Ind. The Horse Lords of Tartary.
Ooh, those mages
Yeah, I
are
mean,
lucky.
yeah. Though I mean,
But their luck is
they
run
last a long
out.
time, but yeah, no.
Yeah, even the 23 probably go
Eventually,
down
that's the
to
thing,
being
right? It doesn't
fully
matter. Right?
surrounded.
17 defense. Oh god, it's so much defense on these horse guys, right? It's
Yeah.
just, it's so much. It's really just so much. All right, so then Ermor steps in. They're bringing
Uh-oh.
the stack, as it were. Let's see. We talked about maybe these guys are elite, maybe they're not. They do have a lot of undying. They do have 16 defense. They might have some damage problems, but these guys have no armor, so I expect these Ermor Knights to do pretty well here. Oh
Yeah, I think they'll flatten them. Yep.
Skelly Horsemen are spooky.
Yeah, you have to note that the Tartary horsemen only have 1 attack too.
Oh, do they? So what do these guys get?
They've just got the lance.
Wait, they really only have the. Oh, but it doesn't break, right?
So these guys have the heavy lance, so more damage and attack at the start, and then they pull out the sword,
lance.
And they've also got a hoof, if I remember.
And also, these guys are actually damaged from their past battles, so yeah. This stack was never going to win. Very, very. These guys can be really good against Tartar just because of like the blunt, the 17 protection plus. Yes,
Pierce
exactly.
resist.
17 protection plus pierce.
And they've actually got 26 HP.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I don't know if that affects wounds. Like if you deal 5 damage, won't that like take off its head possibly, and then it's dead, or take off its arm?
Well, taking off the head won't kill these guys because they are undead.
That's right.
But we'll expect to see a lot of wounds probably if they're taking 10 damage every battle.
Yeah, I don't think undying reduces the chance of wounds at all, so they should be wounded on every hit basically. All right, let's take a look at the battle occurring up here.
So this looks like Tartary just pushing into empty space with a disposable.
Yeah, pale ones. They're great at catching lances. They are not great at killing the things whose lance they have caught.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have bothered with any PD.
No, probably not. No.
Yeah, everyone in this game seems to put 6 or 10. And, in the vet games I've been in, people mostly put 1 PD everywhere to save gold. And then they'd only dump PD into it if they knew a battle was going to happen.
There's this thinking that 6 PD keeps you safe from all the events that basically have min PD requirements, like villains have taken over where you don't even get a fight. And it also protects you against 15 villains. I think that that probably depends on your luck scale. I think probably some of those like villains have taken over require unluck. So take a look at that. Tartar here looked like it consolidated in this province.
Although they pushed to the northeast, if you look. It looks like they ran into some unicorn knights of the province you're in, northeast.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's take a look
above
at
the
that.
lake.
Okay, so yeah, we had a...
I think we've got roughly even numbers of Tartary horsemen and
yeah, I guess this is going to be a good thing to show.
Cavalry on the other side.
This Logrithian cavalry is pretty bad. This is like worse than heavy cavalry, just standard heavy cavalry. But I imagine they're pretty cheap. I don't actually. It doesn't show their gold value here, but yeah. So one of the things.
Oh, that's heavy cavalry
so
versus
one of the
light
thing,
cavalry.
the huge counter to light cavalry is heavy cavalry. So I don't expect these guys to attrition at all. Like these are the elite cavalry, right? This is just pretty good. And also the Khan appears to have been taken out by these.
Although he's doing pretty well for himself.
It's true. I think these Logrian cavalry probably don't want to go for that, but it wouldn't have mattered. These guys just got absolutely demolished.
Yeah. And he got picked off at the end.
Yeah, unless these guys are absolutely surrounded, they're gonna 18 prot. It's not gonna go well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really agree with raiding aggressively in a 1v3. I think you just go around and try to kill.
Yeah, and I think I think what Tartar was doing here was, this was not a battle, but they consolidated all their troops here, expecting Man to hit this province. But it looks like they've decided to sort of just kind of stand between. I assume the thing when you're in 3v1s is you're trying to get everyone else to do the fighting, so everyone is trying to just kind of pivot their units to block Tartary's access to their capital in an attempt to get the other people to do the fighting.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what happens here. Like, Man can't really move into that province without a great deal of risk, because Tartary could move into either of those provinces and likely have that battle happen in that province with that half of the army.
Yeah, but we have this Tartar stack now trapped between these two armies, right?
Well, it can. I mean, I think those two armies are sort of trapped with the Tartar stack.
I think Tartary has to make a decision here, and that decision probably is like push toward Mancap, because I don't know what else it can do. Like, this army is pretty small. I don't expect Ulm to be a problem. I think these troops, along with the rest of the free spawn, can probably hold the homeland at least for a little while this army tries to go for the capital. Like, this army has the Sacreds in it. It has, I believe it also, it has mages in it.
Mages.
I assume,
Right.
I think trying to catch out that army there is going to be a good plan. If they can get onto the cap before Man does, I think maybe, Man dodges here, and if they move there, then they'll just jump into the cap to defend it. But, this army would really like to either A, hit this army, or B, get on the cap with that army outside so they're forced to engage.
Right. I mean, sort of the issue here is that Tartary has a bit of time pressure. It's a 1v3, and he's got mages out in the field, moving around, not researching, whereas Man is has kept all the mages in the labs researching. So he needs to get a battle and, wipe out this Man stack. If they just keep ships in the night missing each other, eventually Man will hit big research targets, pull out 20 mages, and suddenly Tartary doesn't
definitely, 20 swarm cast, even 20 swarm casters plus 50 of these knights are going to give this army a run for its money. Because
yeah, I mean, honestly, if Man pulled those 10 mages from the cap out and had them all casting swarm, and had the cavalry scripted appropriately in the back on hold and attack, I think Tartary might have some issues.
This is this army was not impressive, but these knights plus these guys, like, that could be a real force. Totally. All right, yeah, let's kind of slide over, move past Ulm, move past the now very small kingdom of Eriu.
Although Arco is paying Eriu the income of those two or three provinces.
So this is another rental agreement they entered into, similar to the Pythium Uruk arrangement. Looks like Eriu has actually begun its engagement with Calum with some success. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Wind Dancer, the Great Hawk. Black Hawks are just the greatest thing ever. Word to the wise, any air nation, you should actually have 10 PD in your provinces because, like, 10 PD can kill Blackhawks. But
unless the commander gets
even then, it took like 4 rounds. That commander died completely surrounded by Hawks. Hawks.
Yeah.
These units are not good. This is a lance, and then they can do 5 damage. So. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah. So let's I guess take a look at the other battle here.
So 2 other battles. This must be a magic.
Yes, a magic phase battle. Yes, absolutely.
So probably triggered by having the Black Hawk cast onto this province while there were sneaking units already there. And if you tell sneaking units to attack the province they're in and a magic phase battle happens, they'll join that battle.
It's a kind of odd interaction, but it is documented, so it's not unintended or anything. But yes, sneak attacks work only if they are in the province, not if they're in another province, but they do work in conjunction with magic phase attacks. So you can actually speed up your sneak attack provinces if you include a magic phase attack. In this case, the Hawk attacks is the magic phase attack. Well, that was
it's a neat little trick.
Absolutely neat little trick. Well, that was pretty easy. Well, let's see how and then Calum, thinking it's just moving its troops around right into this fort, now meets this army.
Which has probably been reinforced by outsiders.
Right. Yes. So now there's even more troops. They've got some furbolgs. And by the way, like if we're going to talk about these, I know Ind is about to invade these guys, but we've got 12 attack bronze spears which can repel. Like these troops, which are not expensive, will actually do pretty well against Ind's sort of high strength, low attack troops. But that's a story for a later time. I guess let's take a look at these unglamored Furbolg knights, but they have good stats. We've
a lot of
is this the Calum God? What's it called? This is just a ancestral spirit, or what are they called? Guardian spirit. This is just a guardian spirit.
Yeah. So it looks like those Hoberg crossbows are getting caught out.
Yeah, so Blackhawks can't kill a lot, but they can kill Hobergs. And the slime,
Here comes the slime. Watch out.
It's not going to protect these guys from a rather unseemly death. And this little... Yeah, we've got another province here that was just taken via Blackhawks. I think, Calum should probably put some more PD here.
So a solid start to the war for Ariu.
It's like Uruk maybe struck back a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, never mind.
No, Caleb's just clearing out. He's pushing ahead.
So nothing interesting going on there.
Uruk fell back and consolidated.
Oh no, is there an Abyssia in this game? Move. Do we have oh no, this is so if this was a Send Horror cast, it would have you would now see a red flag, meaning there's owned by nobody, but this was an indie attack, so actually the horror is now standing in this province. This is the price of taking misfortune. You have random horrors interrupting your wars, but you're Calum, so you don't really care. So that's why you take misfortune on Calum.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what Calum does here. If Ariu was not an issue, I would imagine Calum would split up, pick out all the outlying provinces, let Uruk hole up in his cap, maybe doomstack around a little bit. And then, after 6 turns of that, of Uruk getting no gold and no recruits or anything, maybe Calum taking that fort to the bottom right, or threatening to, bouncing between that and the cap. Then I think as Calum, you drop 250 birds and mages on the cap and take it. But I don't know that Calum actually can do that as long as Ariu is sort of pressing on the other flank. I don't know. As Uruk, I would probably move into that Calum stack here, thinking that, if the Calum stack is moving on the cap, they'll probably move faster because they're flying and larger, and the battle will happen on the cap with those 40 PD. And if they go somewhere else, well, great, my stack will step on and get...
I guess I'm not sure about the interaction there. If I was sure that if they attacked me, I would battle on this province with my PD, then I would do that. But I'm not certain... One of the more poorly understood mechanics in this game is the sort of what happens when armies move into each other and various things which can occur.
Yeah, I guess I don't think Calum will move
No, probably not. I don't know what they'll do, to be honest. I think maybe they'll try to.
And it wouldn't be the end of the world if they
Yeah.
stepped on the cap and Uruk had stepped off. He would just have to break siege with his mages and move
Yeah.
into it. And I guess it could be bad if then Caleb moved off into the displaced
Yeah.
army.
Yeah.
So it could be very bad, but hopefully it's probably not even going to be an issue.
Pythium continues to clear Indies. We've got the Throne of Earth here. I'm sure Pythium will enjoy this Earth nature if they can get it.
Very much.
I assume nobody's going to be contesting a throne, considering all the other people who border it are currently in an active war. But, deer, boars, and vinemen are probably not going to put up much of a fight.
Nope.
Of course, we've got the barbarian, the 20,000 person, bro, Pythium, bro. That's 125 gold a turn.
Yeah, I think he had that. Indies took it,
yeah.
and for whatever reason, the mobilization to get it back has been a
Pythium's
little bit slow.
very slow. And we got another barbarian. This may be province too.
That one's been there all game. I'm
We've got
pretty
some
sure.
Enkidu's here. Not the most challenging throne to somebody with stats.
Well, Springhawks and Kaidu, it's a step up.
Yeah,
from
the
other two.
Springhawks and Kaidu thrones is a lot of fun.
Yeah, Pythium really could, if Pythium just avoids fighting a war while everyone else is bleeding, Pythium could walk away with 3 thrones.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan. I know you're not of playing tall, but if you can stay out of wars, that's pretty great.
I'm all for staying out of wars. I'm all for getting land, right? I don't care about wars. If you can get land without being in a war, because they're just randomly, thrones that you can take, go for it.
These, score graphs right now. Pythium is taking the lead in terms of provinces. We've got Indon.
I think Ulm is up there. Is it Ulm or
no? It's
no?
Tartary. We've got
Tartary, okay.
In forts. We've got Indon Ulm, Income Indon Ulm. Forts are really more important than provinces often in terms of income.
Very close game here. You can see Uruk's lagging and Ermor is obviously lagging, but other than that, it's really everyone else is in
Gem
contention.
income. We've got a big lead for Archocephaly. I think we have to take a look at. Have we dug up like a fire prison here? What's going on? Smoke forest. Yeah, lava lake.
Wow.
Okay, we just got some pretty dense. A lot of lava lakes. Yeah. Got some pretty dense provinces here. Dolmen. Oh, Dolmen. So Aosis.
Wow.
For people who don't know, that's basically super elite elves, but they're not sacred or anything, but they are super elite elves. So this is a good. They're also magic beings. So this is a very good province.
That is a huge farm that is still indie off to the left.
Oh yeah, it's just
150.
Well, the elephants haven't gone around yet. We're here to have some. Yeah, I don't know what Ark is doing here, but certainly we have here.
I was really happy to see the elephants not go into those
foul
farms.
spawn? Is this an event, or have they been recruiting foul? This must be an event, right? There's no way Archocephaly is.
There's no way that many foul spawn and foul beasts just suddenly showed up.
We'll have to take a look at. Can I? No, I can't. Ah, there we go. When fighting an evil mage, some of your men have turned into beasts. They retain their loyalty to the realm. I did not know we could do this. That's great.
I wonder if those beasts are former elephants.
They might just be. What turn did this happen on?
I think it happened
early
this
fall.
turn. We didn't see
last turn. Unfortunately, we can't see events with this omniscience. But I remember we were looking at. Oh yeah, these barbarian provinces. They never took them. So I guess.
Yeah, they walked past, and I guess the elephants turned into foul spawn.
Arco is currently invading Eriu, so it makes sense. But
well, they are renting provinces.
Right. I'll stop saying that Arco is invading Eriu, but.
I think Arco has been very clear that it is not invading Arco. Or not invading
Eriu. Chariots. And you know what really is good against chariots? Elephants. Just saying.
Yeah, that would be a shocking twist to see the elephants come out and start.
I want to see Archocephaly redeem themselves in terms of elephants. That's really what I want. So
with all those gems, maybe they'll come up with some magic troop
Oh
replacements.
yeah,
for the elephants.
I want to see them break into death and murder behemoths.
Yeah, they're a little tankier than
A little bit.
elephants. Might be harder.
More knights and man.
The night attacks
Yep.
are never fun.
Misfortune 3. Man's playing hard mode dominions. You know, man is having cavalry problems on multiple fronts, shall we say.
All right, well, we'll see what happens with that big Tartary stack. Because, one wrong move on either side here, if Tartary loses that stack, it could be sort of the beginning of the end for Tartary. If it beats the man stack, that could sort of, force an NAP and get it out of this.
This is certainly the dramatic battle to watch, yeah. So we'll have to see how this goes down.